Good morning. I get my microphone is like kind of weird. Hello. Okay, there we go. Hello, Erin. Hello, Deanna. Good morning, Jeanette. You might not be a great mod today because I'm doing some research. Well, listen, I might not be a great streamer this morning because I kind of look like I rolled out of bed, and that's because I did. I woke up 30 minutes ago. And I went, oh crap. Working so far? Good, good, good. Hopefully, fingers crossed that it stays working. Almost 60 degrees and then getting well over. So, yeah, so Aaron, so I think the storm that you guys are going to get up there is the storm that I am having right now, today. It is like blizzarding outside, which it never snows here. So, it's kind of exciting. Kind of. I don't like snow, but it looks pretty. I just posted a picture on my Instagram. So you can see kind of what my view looks like. My view is actually really, really pretty right now because my neighbors, I think I tell you guys this all the time, but my window looks out to my neighbor's yard, and whatever tree that they have in their front yard, the leaves are like really like this bright golden yellow. So with the snow on it right now, looks really, really pretty. Unlike me, who looks like I rolled out of bed because I did. True story. I got up at 7 and I was going to work out. And then it was like, so I woke up at 7. It was like super dark out and it was raining. And I said, nope. And I answered a text message from my husband because my hubby works overnight. So he texted me like super early. I answered that text and then I went back to sleep until about 30 minutes ago. So this coffee is much needed this morning. Speaking of coffee, reminder that the stream is sponsored by Coffee Over Cardio. This morning in my cup, I've got Bonjour, which is the French roast. It is a dark roast coffee and it's really, really strong and really, really needed. Let's try to... I love their packaging. Their packaging is so cute. Who popped in? I saw some names come in. Jess and Christina. Good morning. Good morning. You accidentally slept until 9:30? I did too, but it was like not really an accident. It was kind of an accident. I set my alarm for 9 and then it just takes me forever. I mean, even on a regular day, it takes me forever to wake up. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It doesn't normally. So, this is as fresh as you get, Sarah. So, how was everybody's week? I had kind of a wild week. I'm actually kind of excited to tell you. Well, not excited. I don't know. Excited's not the right word, but I'm gonna tell you guys about the freaking week that I had. It was just weird. So, how was everybody's week? Hopefully normal, just kind of low key. You didn't set an alarm, but you're usually up at 7 or 8. Yeah, see? You accidentally slept until 6. Look. Okay. Oh, Jess, did you have a tough week? I'm sorry you had a tough week. Mine was weird. So why don't I tell you, I'm going to jump right into it before we get to non-scale victories, because, I usually like to start off with those, but anyway, so if you guys go back and, oh, Deanna, oh, well, hopefully it's just, hopefully it just goes away. I always say that about, so, like, I don't know how old everybody is, but I'm in my late 30s, and I'm telling you, I get hurt more from sleeping than I do pretty much anything else. Like, why? It's crazy. Anyway, so Deanna, I'm sorry. I hope it feels better quickly. Why am I like try to even be in the frame? So if you guys were to go back and watch my review video of FitLab, if you listen really carefully, well, let me ask before, did anybody notice a noise in the background? It's like a really specific noise, and it's in the background of that video, and I edited the audio as much as I could so that you couldn't hear it, but I'm just curious if anybody noticed it when they were watching. I'll tell you what it is in a minute. Nobody noticed? Anyway, so if you go back and watch that video and you listen really, really carefully, you can hear kittens meowing in the background. Nobody heard it. Oh, good. That means my audio editing skills have improved. That's good. I don't want you to hear it. Anyway, so you can hear kitten noises in the background. Y'all know I have dogs. I don't have a cat. So right outside my window, right along my neighbor's house, are some bushes. Well, this cat had kittens over in the bushes. And so it was Monday morning, I'm guessing. Yeah, Monday morning. Oh no, it was Tuesday morning. So Tuesday, I'm at the office. I'm at my job. And my Ring camera, my Ring doorbell camera keeps going off and off and off. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I look and I see my daughter going outside and to the right of our house, which there's no reason for anybody to go over there. Like our recycling bins and everything are on the other side. So if she was going out to the other side, that would have made sense. So I see her going out and I'm like, what the hell is she doing? So finally, I'm watching the Ring camera, waiting for her to come back so I can, talk through it. And finally I catch her and I'm like, Sam, what are you doing? And she goes, there are kittens outside of my window. And I said, what? She said, yeah, I heard meowing all night. And when I woke up, it was really, really loud. So I went out and looked and there are these kittens outside my window. And I went, oh my gosh. Well, I'll be home in a little while. I was only staying at the office half a day. Like, I'll be home in a little bit and we'll take a look. Sure enough, I get home and I go look and there are either 3 or 4 little kittens in this bush. No mom cat anywhere to be seen. And I'm like, oh my God. So I go to the store, I pick up a couple cans of cat food, which for a person who doesn't have cats, I put an awful lot of thought into like what flavor of cat food these cats are going to want. I'm looking at the cat food and I'm like, whitefish? And I don't think they'll like that. But it's a cat. They don't care. Anyway, so I put food out for the mom cat and I'm like, well, let's keep an eye on it. We'll know that she's coming back to them if the cat food's gone, because a cat is not going to just leave perfectly good cat food laying around. So the first night, the mom cat is there, right? Eats the whole can of cat food. I'm like, great. So I put another can out for her the next day. Well, that day I'm working from home and it was a beautiful day. It was like 70 degrees. I had the window wide open. All day long, these poor kittens, meow, 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 like meowing like crazy. And I'm like, thinking about it, I'm like, why are they meowing so much? Like, why are they meowing so much? And so, finally I go out a couple hours later because I don't want to bother them. I don't want to scare the mom off. I go out a couple hours later and the can of food is just like not touched. I'm like, oh dear God. So that night it's supposed to freeze. It's supposed to get down to like 30 degrees or something. And I'm like, I can't, like my conscience is not going to allow me to leave these kittens outside. So I talked to my kiddo and I'm like, we are not keeping the cats. Like we're not keeping them. We will help them, but then we will find somebody who professionally handles little baby kittens because they could only have been, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks old. They were really, really tiny. And one of them So by the time I got out there, we go to the store, we buy kitten formula, we buy the little tiny baby bottles, which are just the cutest thing. We buy all this stuff so that we can feed these kittens. Well, by the time I get back over, get back to the house to bring them in, 2 of the kittens are gone and there's only 2 left. And that food is still untouched. So I'm like, what the heck happened? So I'm like, all right, well, we got to get these 2 in. The one kitten was like it was just ice cold to the touch. It was just barely alive. And I told my kids, I'm like, this is the circle of life. This is what happens. This kitten is probably not going to make the night. This one is going to be fine. There were 2. There was like a little multicolor one. That was the one that was kind of sickly. And then this one, there was this little gray one. He was like the much more healthy. He was just bigger. That cat's going to do just fine in life. So sure enough, the next morning, I have a couple people. I put a thing out on Facebook in like the local neighborhood, Facebook group. I'm like, I need somebody to help me because I cannot be bottle feeding cats. I have a full-time job. My kid has school. Like, we can't be bottle feeding cats. And this girl found a vet office that would take them. So that morning I had gone to the office. I'm like, well, on my lunch break, it's real close to my office. I'll go home. I'll pick up the kittens. I'll go back. My daughter, of course, gets super upset. I think she was pretty confident that I was going to let her keep one. And in my heart, I'm like, oh, we should just keep it. Excuse me. In my heart, I was like, we should just keep it. But I have 2 dogs. This kitten needs to be bottle fed. Like, we don't know what the hell we're doing. I'm like, no, we can't have a cat. Like, where are we going to put a litter box? Like, all this stuff, all the stuff that comes along with having a cat. Plus, my dogs are like, could not leave it the hell alone. They had to be in there. My dogs are gentle. They're really good dogs. As far as when it comes to like other animals. But, so I'm like, no, we can't. I bring them to the vet. By the time I got home from the office to pick them up, the little one that was kind of sickly had passed on. So I come home from work. This is like the weirdest day, okay? So, and this was Tuesday. Yeah, it was Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know. I even lost track of the days. That's how crazy this was. So I come home from work. The first thing that I do is bury a kitten, which is like, like so sad, right? Like so sad. It was so tiny. I felt so horrible. And my daughter was super upset. It was like so sad. But then I'm taking this other kitten and I take the other kitten to the vet, and the vet that came out and picked up the kitten from my car, because they're not having people in and out. She's like, you guys did a great job. You did a great thing. You really helped it. And it's a good thing because, they would have been dead. It got super cold. It got super, super cold. So anyway, so that was like my, whatever day it was, Tuesday or Wednesday, was me. No, it had to be Thursday. Yeah, I guess it was Thursday. I just completely keep track of days anymore. That was my Thursday. Was I came home from work, buried a kitten, took another kitten to the vet, went back to work. Then as I'm pulling into the parking lot of my job, somebody calls me an asshole. And I'm like, I didn't do anything. Like, why are you yelling at me? And they're just like, rawr. And I'm like, okay, I didn't do anything. So I was like, well, what a weird ass day. Like, what a weird ass day. Anyway, so that one kitten that we ended up rescuing is going to do really well. But this was just my freaking day. My week basically revolved around these kittens and trying to help them. And that's what I think. So where they were along the fence line here, like, so it's kind of hard to describe. Like, so if you were outside my window right now and you went maybe 6 feet back, that's where the fence is for the backyard. And then there's a bush in the corner of my neighbor's side of the property that lines up with theirs. Well, their dogs are nasty. Their dogs do not like other animals, period. They like bark, and they were clawing at the fence when the mom cat was over there, because I heard them because I was sitting here editing a video. And so I could hear those dogs just like going bonkers, like they wanted to eat them. So I think she probably got scared and carried off whichever I don't know if there were 3 or 4 of them. In the picture that I have, I can for sure count 3 tails. So I don't know if she picked up the one kitten that she could and took off and was like just scared of the dogs or what. But anyway, it was super weird. I don't know why somebody called me a name in the parking lot. I turned into the street and they called me an a-hole. And I was like, I'm just turning. I didn't do anything. Like, they were making a left. I don't know. It was super weird. I didn't do anything. I was like, wow. So I rescued a kitten and was called an asshole all in the same day. It was such a strange day. Let me get caught up on chat here. We did help them. And honestly, my daughter did most of the work. I have to give her all the credit. She stayed up all night feeding these little kittens, and it was really sweet. It was really sweet. Aw. Yeah, I hope that cat has a good life. You know, there is something about the holiday season sometimes that kind of brings out the crazy in people. I don't know. Anyway, so that was my week, guys. It's kind of like, so let's talk non-scale victories, because that is much more positive and uplifting, I think, than my sad kitten story. Not really sad. I mean, it had a happy ending, but... Also, don't forget to hit the like button on the stream if you haven't already. I need that coffee so bad. I just realized I didn't bring water in here. This is what happens when I get ready to go last second. So who has a non-scale victory? Kind of quiet in here today. I know everybody's... Jeanette said she's doing a research paper while she's in here. Which, you go, girl. Oh, no. Aaron. Yeah, entering the comments section of a larger channel can be kind of a scary thing. Hey, Frugal Mama of Boys. Hi. How are you? I'm so happy to see you. Yeah, I know. I'm tired too, Christina. I'm tired too. And I have that, like, you know when you first wake up and your face is like kind of like I have that going on. I just made myself all red. Rubbing my face, but oh well. Oh. The nurse who normally weighs me at my rheumatologist's office noticed my weight loss before I even stepped on the scale. Oh, that's awesome. You walk to go get those eggs on Monday versus driving. That's awesome too. I miss having a store within walking distance. We used to have one, but it closed. I mean, it was a tiny grocery store, but it closed down a long time ago. It's not even a recent thing. I can handle trolls just fine, but it always blows my mind at how people can either be so dumb or mean for no reason at all. Yeah, I agree with you there. There's a certain power being behind a keyboard and a computer screen or a phone screen that gives people kind of this weird, like, I just say what I want mentality, which I don't understand. And the snowflakes are humongous. I'm going to see. All right, I'm going to try. Hold up. This could get real ugly. I'm going to try and show you guys the snow. See if we can do it. Oh, can you see it? Oh, really coming down. And the snowflakes are humongous. It never snows here. Like, never. Which I'm fine with. Hold on. There we go. We're on the move today. It never snows here, and I hate snow, generally speaking. But these snowflakes are huge. I don't even think I own a snow shovel. I texted Tim last night. He was at work, and I was like, do we own a snow shovel? Because I don't think we do. Are you guys not getting my stream? Did it freeze up? Doubt any of those keyboard cowboys. That's hilarious. Yeah. Oh, they definitely wouldn't. Absolutely not. Did the stream freeze up on you guys? You just got kicked out and some other video started playing? Oh no. It's back? Okay, good. I guess I shouldn't move the laptop. Sorry, I won't do that again. It's been buffering for you, but it's storming there, so I think it could be my end too. It took a really long time for my Instagram post to go up. You got kicked out too, but you went back in. So, see, listen, guys, it's not just me, because I watch Obese to Beast a lot, and he has live stream issues frequently too. I think it's a YouTube thing. It's not just me. Sorry. I also did move my laptop. I was trying to show you guys the snow, because it is like really coming down, but I won't do that again. Sorry. Okay, so gosh, I don't know what is going on here. It's showing me frozen, so I don't know if I'm frozen or not. So if I am, you guys just tell me. But gauging how the weather's being, I'm probably going to lose internet at some point. So anyway, if the stream just suddenly stops, then you guys know why. It's because of the weather. Because guess what? Since it never snows here, when people go out and drive, they don't know how to do it. Not frozen? Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, good. Well, that's good. Anyway, so, non-scale victories. Who's got one? I want to hear them. I'm so tired today, you guys. Ugh. I should not have gone back to sleep. That was a mistake. It did, Christina? So weird. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Aaron. Nobody has snow tires out here. I can fit in my size 14 jeans again, Christina! Yay! That's so awesome. You're doing great. Kind of struggling right now, not motivated. Jess, I hear that. I have to force myself. I really do. I am going to... Hey, Augie, how are you? Good afternoon. I'm putting out a video on Wednesday. Actually, that's what... So my plan today is I'm going to work out after the live stream, and then I'm going to shower up and get decent and film my video for Wednesday. But I'm doing a video on what I've been doing to fight back against seasonal affective disorder, and I have to tell you, like, it has made a world of difference in my life. I don't want to spoil anything, but definitely keep an eye out for that video. Just found out that the book I'm going to be featured in with FitLab should be coming out in the next couple weeks. Oh, Aaron, that's so exciting. What book is it? Are you allowed to tell us? If you can tell us, you should tell us. Jeanette has another one. I'm still cooking my own food in the midst of a crazy end of this semester and not resorting to convenient fast food. Hey, that's good. That's really hard. I mean, when the going gets tough, it's like real easy to just say, oh, I'll just pick something up on the way home, right? Like, that's hard. Or when you don't feel like it. Hey, Garros Fitness, how are you? Thanks for popping in. We're talking about non-scale victories. Aaron said, and I got another one of my old celebrity clients commit to signing up to work with me in January plus a couple former NFL players as well. Well, see, there you go. I think you're going to have a busy January, Erin. I really think you are going to be very busy. You'll share the book when you can? Okay, I figured as much. Congrats, that's amazing. All good things. Augie, it's actually snowing by me right now, and it doesn't snow here very often, like heavy snow. I tried to move the camera before to show you guys, but it made the live stream freeze, so I'm not going to do it again. But yeah, it's like really, like these snowflakes are like, I don't know, quarter size, bigger than that, maybe $half size snowflakes. It's really, really coming down. Let's see, maybe I can just hopefully not freeze it. Really, there you go. I'll put it right there so you guys can see. Like, you can see in the. I'm trying to point. Let's see, right here. You guys can see how heavy it is snowing. I mean, the fact that you can see the snowflakes like that is, I mean, that's a lot of snow. That's a lot of snow for us. We're probably, so one channel said 1 to 2 inches, and another channel said 4 to 7 inches. 7 inches is a lot of snow here. Like a lot of snow. Like that's like things are gonna be shut down. Oh goodness. So yeah, no, not better weather. Weird weather. This is and we're supposed to get another snowstorm this week too. So I think for my East Coast friends, you guys are supposed to get a big storm, I think like Tuesday or Wednesday, Thursday. That's, I think, this storm and the storm that we're going to get on Wednesday. So anyway, all right, I'm going to tilt back now. You guys have seen it now. Very gentle. So big thing these are great non-scale victories, by the way, guys. You guys are amazing. Very inspiring. Thank you for sharing them. One thing I wanted to talk about today was accountability. And of course, we're kind of like expected to hold ourselves accountable, right? There has to be some self accountability, personal accountability, personal responsibility. But I wanted to see if you guys had anything that really helps hold you accountable, that's maybe like in the non-traditional sense, like maybe not a friend or not a person. Like, what kind of things hold you accountable? I'll tell you what holds me accountable, which is, it's kind of not weird, but kind of unconventional. Your Instagram TV. And what is SST? Oh, oh my gosh. And Saturday video of my workouts. Gotcha. I was like, what is this? I don't know. Thought you had some new social media platform, Jess. Yeah, that's actually a good point. I don't spend nearly enough time on Instagram. I should spend more time on there, so definitely need to work on my social media game. Your own performance when you're working out. Augie, that's a really good one. I don't know if people even watch, but on those days that I want to slack, I tell myself, do it for the gram. That's good, though. Jeanette says, donating my extremely loose clothes. Now that they are gone, I better not gain the weight back and have to buy more. Yeah, that's a good point. I never get rid of anything. I'm kind of like a clothes hoarder. I have like crates and crates of clothes in various size. I just don't get rid of it. Deanna says, I have my non-negotiables: water, movement, sleep, eating only when hungry. That's good. And that helps hold you accountable, right? Is like, you're like, I have to do these things. Like, it's not optional. That's smart. Speaking of loose shirts, this shirt is like weird. It's like not It's fallen off of me everywhere but in the sleeves. Go figure. Erin said, I have many things that hold me accountable. I always want to be a good example for my kids. Aww. And also making sure I am fit enough to appear in my videos and fit flab. I think you have like a long way to go to get to that point. That's funny. Maybe that'll be my new channel. Who was it? I think it was Kayla. She So if you guys don't follow, I think everybody's friends with Kayla, Lifestyles of Kayla. But she commented on one of my videos. It was so funny. She said, "What if we tried to gain weight? Would we then lose weight?" And I said, I don't know. I'm so good at gaining weight, though, but that could be a whole other YouTube channel. Oh my gosh. Jeanette said, since I'm moving overseas in the future, I'm continually trying to downsize my stuff, which is why I've been donating already. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Aw, Augie said, my kids are adults, so for me, it is the grandchildren. You have twin 15-year-olds, so them seeing old Grampy still being strong will hopefully inspire them. Definitely does. I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. Aw, I love that. I love this. This is such a great topic. This is such a great topic because it's so positive. So for me, this is kind of funny. And just, raise your hand or whatever if this is you too. But there is something about writing things down. And I don't mean like typing it out. I mean like physically, like pen in hand, writing it out. That makes such a difference for me in getting things done. And not even just weight loss related, like holding me accountable. Like, God, my air fryer was like to the point where it was like nasty, which I'm kind of a clean freak. So, like my nasty is probably not that bad to like a normal person, but, the air fryer was nasty and I just kept putting it off. And so when I made my to-do list this weekend, which I hadn't done in a long time, I'm going to say it's been like a month since I made a weekend to-do list to keep myself on track to get all the things done. I put it on there, and so finally got it done. And it's just like, why is it that like having a list, it's like a high for me, like crossing something off a list. I'm like, yes, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like I really, really get great satisfaction off of crossing something off of a to-do list. And so I put that, you guys, if you watched my Friday video, my Friday video, it's my Saturday video now. If you watched my Saturday video, I talked about how I finally made my, my, like, not food plan, but, my list to hold me accountable. It's actually up here. Let's see. I won't be able to zoom, I don't think, but if you look at this up here, I copied it up there. Move my big head. But that up there is so it says, I'll read it off to you guys. It says, it's got my bedtime and my wake up time, which my bedtime is 10 o'clock, wake up time is 7 o'clock, except on the weekends. The weekends is free for all. It's got my food goals, so it says 1,300 to 1,550 calories a day. And then it's got my water goal, which is 64 ounces a day. And then it's got my self-care, which for me, putting on there was my like washing my face every night before I go to bed, because I'm like the least consistent person about doing that. And then I have my exercise schedule, so like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and like what I'm doing those days. So that was really, really important to me. And I stuck to it all week. I did everything that I was supposed to on that list. And so, which was kind of crazy because the week before, or actually the weeks before, I was so all over the place and just not being consistent. And it's like, why does the act of writing something change that? Is it just the fact that I wrote it out and have the plan, or is it the actual, for me, like physical act of writing it out? I don't know. It's kind of crazy. Let me get caught up on chat. You guys are just like having your own conversation here, which is great. Adrian and Nico gave Augie Silver Fitness a shout out. Aww. I love Adrian and Nico. They're like so nice. I don't do their workouts, but they're like just the nicest people. I'm sure they're even more proud of you than we are. I agree with that. Fit flab. I totally relate to this. I have a physical planner and it helps so much. See, for me, and Jeanette, that's interesting too. Like, for me, it's like very specifically lists. I don't know why. Like, I've tried to have a day planner and I'm never consistent with it. So I can't, like, it has to be broad enough that I don't feel like I'm micromanaging myself. Does that make sense? Aaron said, I haven't been working out as much lately with all the work I've been doing. Need to do a better job of scheduling in my workouts every day and sticking to it. Scheduling is definitely key to success. Yeah, I think so too. Aw, Augie said he was amazed but really thankful from Adrian and Nico's shout outs. It's things like that want me to continue with YouTube when I feel like quitting. Oh, no quitting. We're not quitters in here. No quitting of anything. Let's see. Christina said, oh, that's so relatable. I love a good list and crossing things off. I know, there's just something about it, isn't there? Augie said, I cycle to work every day, so I do exercise, but getting to the gym the other side of town is difficult during the week. Yeah. I think everybody's kind of like that. Deanna says, my habit tracker is like my to-do list for my healthy habits. I love that. I actually love that. Let's see, I might get caught up. I really don't get why that happens. I don't compare myself to anyone and would never make a video reviewing someone else's channel without praising it. Oh, I missed something. Hold on. Aaron said, you're one of the good ones on here, and that's a rarity these days. True. So much garbage in the fitness space. It's turned into ego-fueled attacks on each other's channels. I'm not going to name drop anybody here, but I know exactly who you're talking about. And boy, the level of petty going on in that niche. Ugh. Yeah, they are tough, Augie. I agree. I've been feeling so demotivated about YouTube lately. It is a grind. It's a lot of hard work. But I think the important thing is, I think for us smaller YouTubers, like, you're not going to lose all your subscribers in a day, right? Like, if you need to take a break, take a little break. You know what I mean? I can't tell you. I started thinking the other day, I was like laying in bed, and I'm like, what happened to so-and-so? And I went and looked for their channel, and it was just completely gone. And there were like so many people who, when I started this channel, I was like really, really rooting for and cheering for, and they just completely got rid of their YouTube. So, I mean, if I made content and put like, even if I decided right now, like, I'm not going to do my channel anymore, right? I just decided that. That's not true. That's not true. I very much enjoy YouTubing. It's kind of my hobby now. But if I were to decide that, I still wouldn't take all my stuff down. Like, to me, that's kind of like strange. Like, leave it up. You just never know. Like, you know what video took off for me? And not that it was a stupid video. I love all my videos are like my little babies, you know. But my Nintendo Switch Ring Fit Adventure video, I didn't think anybody was gonna watch that. And that video has almost 1,000 views. Like, what the heck happened? You just never know. You just never know. And it's been up for like weeks now. I'm gonna look. I'm actually gonna look. But you just never know. And, you know, when you start kind of like messing with like the keywords and making yourself searchable and all that stuff, you just never know. Yeah. You know what else has almost 1,000 views? And it's like the dumbest video is when I got my new scale. Everybody goes and looks at that scale video. I'm like, I wish I would have made it better. I didn't think anybody would ever watch that. So it's like YouTube is such a strange thing. So strange. Aaron said, I think all the steroids must have. I think all the steroids these people are on gets to their heads. Their egos can't take having competition. Like, there's plenty of subscribers on YouTube for everybody. It's so strange. The only reason I'd ever talk about another channel is if I saw something they said or showed that's not safe or factually incorrect. I can't stand when people spread misinformation because it hurts people. It is hard to get views. It is, and it's just a grind, and YouTube is tough. But I think that, you know, you just got to stick to it and just have fun. If it stops being fun and starts feeling like a job, that's no good. So that's why I just keep my channel fun. Danny, hi, how are you? Oh, I'm so happy you popped in here. She said Ring Fit actually became super popular because it ended up completely selling out for weeks, and because of the price, I feel like people didn't want to just purchase it without knowing it. That's probably true. And it was weird because I posted that video and it like just did about the same as all my other videos on there. And I think it was when Europe started kind of going into their second lockdown phase. I feel like that's when people started watching that video. It was just super funny. Yeah, I got up early for once. Listen, I didn't today. I only woke up at 9:30. That's why I look. I look like I rolled out of bed because I pretty much did. To get up and stream. Yeah, I think you're right though, Danny. I think that it picked up in popularity again. And it's almost $100. I think it's like $80. So yeah, it's not something like me. I wouldn't go impulse purchase it either, even though in this actual situation I did. There are multiple channels I watch where I found them through a product review and stayed for the personality. Aw, isn't that funny? Jeanette, Jeanette's been with me a long time. Did you find me from a torrid haul? How did you find me? I'm just curious. He said, misinformation is unfortunately part of the fitness industry. There was a minor celebrity over here who claimed she did this workout and this nutrition plan. Turns out she starved herself for about 4 weeks to lose the weight. Jesus. But she made her money and then tearfully confessed. Oof. You know what you should do, Erin? What would be really good? Because you helped me a lot when I bought those resistance bands. So, like, talking about, like, equipment for, like, regular Joes like myself to have at home that would like be really effective, that would be great coming from you. And it doesn't have to be a long overproduced video either. It could just be to the point. You know what I mean? You'd probably do a good job. Hey Derek, how are you? Welcome to the stream. I'm doing good. That's crazy, Augie. Gosh, I don't know why people do that. You do have to be careful. You have to be really, really careful with where you get. And this is why I always say, like, I always tell people, like, don't just, like, on a whim. I don't like putting other channel names in here, but there is a very, very popular big YouTube channel, fitness channel, that I have watched her workouts and they're dangerous. Like, and I see some of the people who are doing these workouts and I'm like, why are you doing that to yourself? You are going to get hurt. So yeah. I think just doing your homework and like looking somebody up to see if Number one, if they have actual fitness credentials, and then number two, like, are they a legitimate, like, what do they really know? Did they wake up one morning and be like, I like fitness and I'm going to start a YouTube channel? Or do they, like, have they actually put some effort in their life, like had clients, that sort of thing? So anyway. Jess said, oh my God, keep it simple. That's for you, Aaron. It is a good idea, Aaron, and you should do it. It'd be really helpful. Like what to look for when you're buying dumbbells, or how not to get ripped off, because let me tell you guys, I was looking online. Dumbbells are really expensive right now anyway. I don't know why. I guess demand. They're like over $1 a pound in most cases from what I was seeing. But like some of the prices on Amazon for dumbbell sets, I was like, this doesn't sound right. You know what I mean? So like, but I don't know anything about anything, right? That was just my brain saying, hey, these prices don't sound right. And sure enough, I went to like Walmart, which had, you know, the basic 10-pound dumbbells that I needed, and paid like, I don't know, $4 or $5 less. Glad you bought your set from Target like 8 years ago. Seriously, they're mad expensive right now. The vast majority of people in the fitness space have zero credentials or experience as a professional in the industry. Yeah, that's what's, I mean, if you think about that, it's kind of a little scary. So you just have to be really, really careful. Yeah, I wish, I think my smaller weights I've had forever. Like, I actually think I bought those in New Jersey, which I haven't lived in Jersey in almost a decade. But I think I've had those for a long time. But gosh, if you wanted to like buy a legitimate dumbbell set right now, you're talking a couple $100. Like, you wanted a full range. It's just crazy. Aaron said, haha, I would love to, but also know people love the quality of what I do. Totally. Planning to make lower budget videos in between my Michael Bay fitness movies. Me and Jess, we talk smack about you all the time, Aaron. We're like, just put out a video, man. We want more. We want more content. Augie said, to get decent qualification over here, you have to go through a lot of study. I am a L4 qualified, which is the highest. PT, I cannot talk. Specializing in obese and or diabetic clients. Took a year of study. Wow. Had to learn about things like medications and be referred by a doctor. Wow. I don't know that they do that here. I think, like, so for us, like, there's personal trainers and then there's, like, physical therapists. I'm sorry. Physical therapists. But, like, I think anybody, I don't know that I don't think in the United States, Aaron, you jump in if I'm wrong here, but I don't think you have to have a credential to, like, sell your services as a personal trainer. Although why you would go with somebody who doesn't have any kind of credential is beyond me, but that doesn't mean that people... Aaron said, I'm working on it. I'll believe it when I see it. That's crazy. See, but Augie, in my opinion, like, I think at the bare minimum, you should have like a working knowledge of like anatomy, like the actual muscles of the body. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but your last video was so professional, unlike my efforts. But you know what? Listen, there's different vibes. There's different vibes. And the difference is, like, you can put out videos way more frequently. You are supposed to have a certification as a trainer to provide services in the US, as you can't get a job at a gym as a trainer and can't get insurance without it too. Okay, that's good to know. So at least a certification. But can you do that? Like, could anybody just do that? Like, if I was like, I'm going to be a personal trainer, can I just go online and become a personal trainer? Like, can I do it online? Jeanette, thank you. Good luck with your paper. I appreciate you being in here as long as you were, honestly, with all that work you have to do. So, good luck and have an awesome, awesome week. Augie said, anatomy and physiology is a large part of the qualification. Yeah, that's good. That's important. Listen, I don't know squat about squat, and I have seen people call muscles the wrong name. So that's what my and I'm not trying to be like holier than thou. I'm not, because I mean, come on now. But I'm like, how are you putting out workouts when you don't know like what that muscle is called? You could, Sarah, but it's risky if someone gets hurt and you have no insurance. You'd be up a creek. Yeah. Well, don't worry, I'm not doing it. That's just hypothetical. Nor do I want to. I could never do a career where it involved like, I don't know, any kind of like, no. No. The problem is that online there's no way of knowing what someone's qualifications are, as anyone can smack the word fitness on their channel, create a basic website, and sell themselves as a trainer. There needs to be some serious regulation in the fitness space, especially the online space. Yeah, I kind of agree. I kind of agree there. Honestly, worse than, I mean, YouTube is, there's some bad stuff out there, but worse than YouTube is freaking Instagram. Some of the stuff I see on there, I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, I don't know. Anywho, this hour went really fast, and I feel like I had something else to talk about, and now I don't remember what it was. I have forgotten. The snow is like distracting me. It's still really coming down. This is wild. This is the only acceptable time of year for snow, by the way. I definitely see what you mean, but when the government gets involved, they just want their piece of the pie. Well, the Lord knows that's true. Danny said, I agree completely. The amount of misinformation, lack of education these money grabbers put out is so damaging. I agree. Even just with products, like with people selling products, and like put a big thing for me, as you guys know, I've said this, and like people got pissed at me one time that I said this, but I don't care. If you had weight loss surgery and you're trying to sell me weight loss products, that's shady as, and I don't mean frig. Like, that's shady. I'm sorry. You should not do that. Like, you had a major surgery and you're trying to sell me like some pill to lose weight. Get out of here. Get out of here. That makes it actually angers me. And there are a lot of people who do it. A lot of people, especially on Instagram. I don't see it as much on YouTube, but it really, really bothers me. I love snow on a weekend morning, but it should melt before I need to go anywhere. Yeah, I agree. I don't like snow, period. I have to go figure out if I have a shovel. I don't think I do. I vaguely remember us buying one, but like, if it's not in my garage, I don't know where it is. I think also in the US that you have different laws, rules, and regulations in each state. Ours are across the whole UK. Yeah, that's true too. There's definitely like state licensing and all that stuff. So it's crazy. Aaron said, what people don't realize is that when they show a workout and tell people to try them, they actually open themselves up to huge lawsuits if anyone gets injured. It's all fun and games until you get sued. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I'm not necessarily saying the government. There needs to be a governing organization that steps up to screen the fitness space and not allow people to sell services or pretend to be professionals without qualifications. No, I agree with you. I agree. And I'm kind of on both sides of the fence there. Like, I don't know, without getting like crazy, like usually you know, I don't know how to word it. Like regulation that protects the consumer. You know what I mean? But then does that hurt small businesses? Heavy regulation. Does that cut out a bunch of people who can't afford to, you know, um, get the, not the credential, but get the licensing, or the, go through the process. Right. It's a whole thing. I'm not going to get into that, but that's why disclaimers are legit. Augie, I'm fully insured and I have a disclaimer. Yeah, you definitely have to. I'd be more than happy to pay for whatever additional licensing I need. Right, you would, but if somebody is just getting started, just fresh out of college or whatever, and wants to start their training business or side hustle, does that hurt them? Does that force them to be a PT through a facility, through a gym? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. Government regulations isn't really my cup of tea. Or cup of coffee, as the case may be. Right. It's a hot topic. And I don't disagree with you, Aaron, at all. I don't disagree with you, but it has to not hurt somebody. It has to not hurt somebody who legitimately is just getting started. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I'm on both sides of the fence there. Anyway, guys, I can't believe it. It is 11 o'clock already. And this has been a really, really interesting conversation today. We've talked about kittens and fitness credentials. You just never know what's going to happen here. So again, reminder, thank you to our sponsor, Coffee Over Cardio. The link is in the description box below, and you guys can use my code to get 10% off your entire order. So don't forget that. There's still time. They ship really, really fast. So if you still need like a Christmas gift for the coffee lover in your life, now is a good time to do that. So check that out when you have a chance. I appreciate all of you guys. We do have this live stream every Sunday at 10 a.m. Central Time. And I post videos on my regular YouTube channel every Wednesday, and Saturday is my weigh-in day video. So if this was your first time here, which I don't think there's any newbies, I think everybody it's the crew, the usual suspects. But if you're new here and this is the first time you're seeing one of my videos, definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to click the little bell so you get all the notifications when I upload a video or go live on YouTube. So until next time, everybody, I hope you have an amazing day. I'm going to go work out and then maybe play in the snow. I don't know. I'm a snow hater, so we'll see. But until next time, I will see you real soon. I hope you all have a freaking amazing week. It's gotta be good. We're getting close. Like, Christmas is almost here. So enjoy it, have fun, and be safe.